This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
Communities in Zamfara and Katsina and neighbouring Katsina were attacked over the weekend, leading to the kidnapping of dozens of residents. Up to 22 persons are said to have been abducted in a night raid on a community called Runka in the Zamfara area of Katsina on Saturday, while 2 security guards were killed and 1 person kidnapped in Gusau, the capital of Zamfara State City Centre, on Sunday. Both the local government chairperson Abdullahi Sani and the House of Assembly Deputy Speaker Abdul Jalal Runka confirmed the attack to journalists in Katsina on Saturday. Terrorist attacks in the northeast have persisted despite attempts by security operatives to restore security. For more information on this, we're joined by Amadou Meshano, a journalist with Premium Times. Mr. Meshano, good morning and welcome to the conversation.
Welcome, Kelvin. Good morning.
What can you tell us about these attacks that we have witnessed over the course of the weekend in the northwest?
The attacks are happening because the bandits are given free chance to operate. The security agents in that region are very scanty to confront them. I think that's the real issue on ground.
Now, with this, in the last weekend, we have seen attacks in essentially the capital of Zamfara, Gusau, this specifically on Sunday. Can you speak to us about the response of security operatives when the attack occurred?
I doubt if there's any response from the state government. In this kind of attacks, mainly inside the town or close by to the town, so I think the security agents are shying away to say that attacks happen inside the state capital, because if attack can happen in the forest, assuming that in the forest at Gansado, which is a very large forest where the bandits are hiding, then how can they leave their forest going through hundreds of kilometers into the main state capital to attack? I think it's a slap on the security, so they cannot even commit on it.
This particular attack, especially we're referring to Zamfara now and the attack in Gusau itself, has the governor come out to say anything? Is there a commissioner of security who has spoken? Have you heard directly from government?
So far, we haven't heard anything directly from the government. I don't think there's any official response in that regard.
And people, how are they reacting? Has anybody in the state stood up to perhaps raise an alarm? What exactly is going on with residents?
People are there complaining. When things like this happen, especially in the state capital, you have the usual blame game from both sides. That because the governor was elected on the basis of security of campaigns, that what the previous administration were doing, they are not doing the right thing, so he is here to do his best. So when things happen like this, you had the blame game started. You are here, and there's no change since he came on board. And while them on their side, they will be saying that no, it is not our own part of effort. We have made our effort, but we are lacking support from the security agencies that are duly controlled and directed by the federal government.
One of the things, so I want to take you to the attack in Katsina, right? We understand there's some reporting that some of these terrorists who came to carry out that attack were dressed in abayas, and immediately gives you the sense that maybe there were women amongst the terrorists, or that men are dressing like women in order to infiltrate communities. What sort of reports are you getting just based on the nature of these attacks? What's the likelihood that we're seeing women involved, or are these men actually taking on disguises?
I see these terrorists dressing in human abaya to cover their faces to disguise. I think it confirms the issue of Boko Haram men being around in that axis. This is because that was the usual trend, or let me say, practice of Boko Haram members to dress and as women to disguise and carry on attack. So it's not strange. So it is strange in that area. But it's a usual tactics by Boko Haram members, showing that they are in that area. Even if they are not the one who carried the attack, maybe those people, they were influenced by them.
And, I believe it was both states, actually, both Zamfara and Katsina have launched something of first of all, they have vigilante groups that are operational in the states, but they've also launched the quasi-security outfits, right? The community guard corps and whatnot. How effective have they been?
Yes, for me, I can say that the community guard protection in Zamfara and Katsina State, they are only complicating the issue, to be frank, because they were not well equipped as the bandits. I mean that the bandits are having more weapons that are more sophisticated than that of the military, the police, and others. But those community guards, they can only use a normal traditional gun, which they cannot confront them. So, for example, in the first stage, the community guards, they are more vigilante members who are already in the community, serving the community. So they will just improve to that level by maybe new uniform, a kind of special arm, or with more salary. I think that was only the change. I think they cannot bring any. I doubt if there's any impact since when they were formed by the government.
Mr. Meishanu, our hearts go out to the people of Zamfara and Katsina State. I want to say thank you for your time this morning. Thank you for joining us and speaking to us on this important matter. Ahmadu Meishanu is a journalist with Premium Times, speaking to us on recent attacks that were seen over the weekend in Zamfara and Katsina State. Reports say up to 22 persons were abducted in Katsina, while at least one person was kidnapped in Zamfara, in Gusau, the state capital. We'll wait to hear from the government and security operatives on this matter.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.